So the Olympic Sports Centre here in Changzhou, venue for the Victor China Open in Changzhou. One more quarter-final to come, and it's mixed doubles, and it features the winners of the India Super 500 event, Matthias Christiansen and Christina Pedersen, the number 6 seeds, up against Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping, the number 2 seed World Championship silver medalists, and the pair that won here in Guangzhou last year. Well, there's already 2 Chinese pairs through to the semi-final stage. Can they make it 3? Of course, in the top half of the draw tomorrow will be a repeat of the Asian Games final. So for the Danes, Christiansen and Pedersen, well, trying to make it 3 European representatives at the semi-final stage tomorrow. In our men's doubles pair, Astrup and Rasmussen from Denmark are safely through, and in the women's doubles, the Bulgarian sisters, Stephanie and Gabriela Stoeva. So this is the second meeting between the 2 pairs. Only previous meeting was in the semi-final of the China Premier Super Series in Fuzhou last year. 2 straight games, 3 minutes shy of the hour mark, 24-22 in the second game. It was desperately close, and I remember that match scene. Pretty certain you remember it too. So for the Danish combination, they making their first appearance in the 3 tournaments here in Asia this September. Christina Pedersen is 32 years of age now, born in Aalborg, and they're enjoying their 14th consecutive week as world number 5s. Matthias Christiansen is 24, born on the island of Bornholm, and he's making his first appearance here in Changzhou. Both of their previous matches won in 2 straight games. Pranav Jerry Chopra and Sikhi Reddy, the left-hander from India, in yesterday's match. So to the number 2 seeds, and Huang Dongping. And this is her 5th consecutive mixed doubles quarter-final in Changzhou with a 3rd different partner. Of course, she was in the semi-final last year. Did I say quarter-final or semi-final? I meant to say quarter-final. And 2 semi-finals in women's doubles here in Changzhou. Her partner is 23 also, and he has been in 4 finals in Changzhou over the years. 2 mixed doubles and 2 men's doubles finals as well. So, pair promoted from the qualifying in the first round, Hoki and Yonimoto, who we've just seen in the women's doubles, 27 minutes for that. And then teammates He Ji-ting and Du Hue in 28 minutes. So both of their matches in under half an hour. So our court officials, Mai Lang Yen from Vietnam and Artur Zalushnoi from Estonia, the service judge. So can't be bad for Huang Dongping, Steen. This is her 5th consecutive quarterfinal in the mixed doubles with 3 different partners. Lee Junhui, we were discussing that yesterday, weren't we? Because he now concentrates on men's doubles. That was in 2014. 2015 and 16 with Wang Kai-Siang. Last year, of course, with her partner of today. And again this year.
Yeah, real solid player. I feel that she's developed really well. Saw them play in Asian Games. They didn't make the final, but they played really well. We saw them play the World Championships did well, did Huang and Wang. So interesting to see this rematch here. If they've learned something, sometimes it can be hard playing a new pairing for the first time because you don't really have any idea of what's coming. You don't have any video on it. Definitely have now. On the other hand, the Danes are perhaps also a little bit better. They've gotten to know each other better, and the agreements are hopefully in place.
Yes, only formed their partnership at the Denmark Super Series last year. So under a year that they've been playing together, the Danes.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Wang Yiklu, Wang Dongbing, China. And on my left, Matat Christiansen and Christina Pedersen, Denmark. Christina Pedersen to serve 2. Wang Yiklu, level play. Service of 1 love.
Up 8 places on the HSBC BWF World Tour rankings after reaching the final in Japan. Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping.
2 love.
Up 8 places to number 8.
They were a little bit low on that World Tour ranking.
Service of 1, 2.
Oh, good serve.
2 all.
That's a nice backhand from Wang Yilu.
3, 2.
Wow. Got back well to that flick serve. Excellent smash.
3
powerful.
all.
This is Christiansen.
It's actually Christina Pedersen that played that.
This is Christiansen is powerful.
Service
So,
of
Sarah.
4, 3. Service of 4 all.
Good defense there. I think she will have a key role, Huang Dongping, in this match here. If she plays well, it will boost Chinese chances. If she's a little down, then I think the Danes will be strong enough in terms of tactical awareness to exploit it.
Oh. Pedersen thinks it touched him rather.
Okay. No, I just a sound. Not sure what the sound. Play on, please. Thank you.
Did you manage to catch any of that, Steen?
I think the coaches shouted, or Christina Pedersen
5.
argued that the coaches shouted for Wang Yilu to leave it.
Well, of course, if that did happen, that's not allowed within the rules.
Seven, 5.
Flicker from Wang Yilu.
Service off. 6, 7.
Of course, Wang Yilu has already played earlier today, but not for very long, only for 23 minutes in the men's doubles with Wang Kai-sian. Went down very tamely to teammates Han Cheng-kai and Zhao Haodong.
Yeah, it was a short match. Good shot, fantastic shot there.
8, 7.
That was a shot we normally see the singles players play from pressure situations on the back courts.
Service off. 8, 0.
Service fault called.
Service off.
Too high, above 1.15 meters.
9, 8. Service off. 9, 0.
Oh, that's a great serve. What a good serve from Wang Yilu. It's interesting to me. We were talking about Wang Yilu having played earlier today. Of course, both the Chinese players also playing level doubles, men's doubles and women's doubles, whereas both the Danes now just concentrating on the mixed doubles. Yeah, well taken.
Service off. 10, 0.
It's really proactive by Christina Pedersen, and that's what I'm looking forward to see whether Huang Dongping can match.
It's gone long, and it is the Danes
11,
who have the advantage, albeit just one solitary point advantage here in the opening game.
咱记住，他在下手，他加力打的时候都是会接来的，知道吧？然后鸭子，你的球头别去碰，就这样慢碰，你的球是啪啪，因为你是顶住，你得加力，球平加力，把拍头立起来，啊，这样动，知道吧？你看你看几个球打网都是哎，都是打太慢，这要出手太快的，是吧？
快拨了2个， 那么这个东西你先不要站在中间站，它这个分直线球，你稍微站后面小步，球就在你这里，要不然老是在你身后。那球它那边也有顺风过来，所以球是有你老拿在身后的球，是吧？你这边过度了后稍微加一点。
11, 10, play.
That's very well taken off the top of the tape from Christina Pedersen.
12, 10. Service over. 11, 12.
Got the lucky net cord there, but not sure how lucky it was.
No, it's
13,
practice.
Yeah.
11.
Want the feathers to hit the net cord. That means the cork have passed at the
Service over.
smallest of margins.
12,
Yeah.
13.
So that's two service errors now for the Danes.
A lot of responsibilities on the shoulders of Wang Yiliu. Look how much he's involved in the game and how little Huang Dongping is involved in the game.
Out.
So
Service
that's
over.
first
14,
service error
13.
for the Chinese pair. Been faulted once, but their first service error.
Good shot.
Yeah, very good shot.
Service over. 14, all.
Yeah. Wang Dongping getting stuck at the net there. As soon as her partner lifted, I think she should have come out from the net a little. This man, only time he's been in two tournament finals, or two finals in the same tournament, was
15,
at the China Masters in this very arena 4 years ago. Lost both finals.
Service over. 15, all.
This is getting to crunch time, isn't it?
So it's neck by neck.
Yeah.
Sixteen, 15. Call to high.
No, this time call default.
16, all.
Certainly didn't look any.
I would like to be able to see that through that lens there, because he kept his arm still all the time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it was any higher than the previous one, which wasn't called. Oof. Tried a similar thing, but service error.
Service over. 17, 16.
What it is that Huang Dongping is complaining about is that the racket is not pointing in a downward direction, or what, because that's not needed anymore.
No.
Not under the experimental service rule.
Well, I think in the last 4 rallies we haven't had a rally over 3 shots, have we?
There hasn't been a third shot.
No.
Almost. Smash just over the left shoulder of Christina Pedersen, and it's hard for Mathias Christiansen to be accurate with the defense.
Yeah.
Service over. 18, 17.
Service fault called again.
Yeah, he's showing the service judge where it is on his body that the 150 is. I can understand him. I totally can understand him.
Very well played from Huang Dongping.
19, 18.
It was the first one that was so good, and then she followed forward. So this next rally will decide who has a game point.
Yeah, and for the Danes, I think they've done well by staying with the Chinese pair. A little bit helped by the 2 service fault calls.
I think he needs to be careful about getting embroiled in flat, fast exchanges, Christiansen.
20, game point, 19.
So the game point is for the number 2 seeds, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping.
Good defense by Christina Pedersen.
Game point well saved. 20 all.
He tried first on the left side of her. She defended that, and then he changed the next placement of the smash to the right side of Christina Pedersen, but she sensed that something was like that was going to happen.
She's held that for a long time. So a second game point opportunity for the number 2 seeds.
action.
Yeah. Well saved.
Service over. 21 all.
Oh, that's a good serve. Instead of serving to the tee, aiming towards the left shoulder of Wang Dongping and having just saved 2 game point opportunities. Now the Danes have a game point themselves.
Struggling below the tape, Mathias Christiansen, and of course partly because it's really, really dangerous lifting. Could lift it too long, and he also could lift it directly to Wang Yilu.
It was the drop shot that did the damage from Wang Yilu.
Patient play.
23-22.
So 3rd game point opportunity for this Chinese combination. Well played by the number 2 seeds. Christiansen did awfully well to get that one back at all. But in the end, to no avail, because the number 2 seeds, Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping,
他到了这个地方，会不会就学你的打法，激发球增加危险性，逼安。
24-22 in 20
还有一个
minutes.
地方，现在他如果激发上推库的时候，就他小发力要有球速平过，你过的会很快，你比较大的用力，叫小发力，啪，这球会很快过来。过去你要往前踢，得逼他起球。是吧？一起球的时候，攻的时候倒不要起了，攻的时候要先下去，舒舒服服再打他。你要一起球你就乱杀的时候，球就压不住，长的就一起来，哎，先下去。 对吧？先下去，你要连贯下，他假敢兜你中场，记住他是往回吹的，你要脚要快贴上，好吧？动力也是一样，这种球就往前很重要，到这边你要去创造进攻，给鸭子攻，好吧？
嗯，对啊，对。
前面还是有点忙。
1, 20 seconds. Pop 1, 20 seconds.
So Kenneth Jonassen, the head coach, giving the advice to the Danes. It was quite difficult. I found it quite difficult to hear. Steen, did you manage to catch any of it?
I managed to pick up 2 things, that they were going to try and play some service returns towards the long corners, the backcourt corners, or once in a while play towards them. And then if Wang Yilu stayed on the front court after his service return, they were trying to play over him flat, so that he would be put under pressure, or Wang Dongping should go backwards. It'll be a tough battle for the net now. first attempt of overplaying. It's gone long. So you can see now the Chinese don't have that luxury of lifting, or at least it's going to be more difficult. It's going to take more accuracy, so they're going to play more to the front court as well, I think.
Service error. That's her third service error. Fourth in total for the Danes.
It's lucky for the Danes that that goes wide.
Service over.
That was the backhand that we see Jiang Siwei play so well, and
Yes.
and of course before him, Jiang Nan, no backswing at all.
Just wide.
Service over. 2, 4.
Across the body towards the right hip on this smash here. It's great placement. Oh, what a return. Oh, I don't believe that. Got back the difficult ones, then missed the easy one.
That one there.
5, 3.
Well played.
6, 3.
Wang Lu encroaching in, looking for the little half-court push. That was clever awareness from Pedersen. Very, very alert, Wang Lu.
Service over. 4, 6.
That's one of the advantages in Huang Dongping's mixed doubles play, that she can play the backcourt as well. She's a very accomplished women's doubles player. Where we've seen other combinations earlier with Chinese female mixed doubles players that are excellent on the front court, but not so strong on the backcourt. Of course, they didn't have to be because they were rarely put there. Margin.
Seven, 4.
Return.
5,
Look at that.
7.
Fabulous. Hit the top of the tape and bounced over.
6,
Early stages of that rally, there was an attempted push, flat push from the Danes deep into Wang Yilu's backhand corner, but he managed to intercept it half court. So quick. He is very, very sharp onto these pushes.
He's been struggling, Matthias Christiansen, when he's
7,
pushed to the body. Oftentimes we see the Chinese pair just play the in-between shots or the flat shots just to the middle of the court. Doesn't want to give the Dane a chance to use his reach.
8, 7.
4 straight points to go into the lead. That's quick for Badminton Ping. 5 straight points. And
9,
you just feel
7.
this could be a decisive move by the Chinese combination. Very, very important for the Danes to break this run of points, keep the scores close before the mid-game interval. Oh, very nearly came
Service
over.
over.
Yeah.
8, 9.
Look at that. Millimetres away.
We're getting a whole lot of pictures on Christina Pedersen's serve. Position of her arms here.
What I always find interesting with her serve
9,
is the fact that she never watches the shuttle.
Yeah.
Looks straight at her opponent.
That's well played.
Yeah.
Really put some pace into the shots there.
10,
The Danes.
9.
That was really well covered in the early stages of that rally. Wang Yilu was pulled out wide to his deep backhand side, and Huang Dongping covered quite brilliantly. We're only seeing the last shot. It was much earlier on that was of real interest to me. So it is the Danes
Service
who
over.
have the advantage.
11, 10.
Exactly the same scoreline in the second game. 1 point advantage to the Danes as we had in the first.
现在缺发球的时候，他有点 推破你，推破你或者你现在的时候，你要自己敢于去发力就够了，不用去盯着你的甲方。
过完直接抓直线，
直接抓直线，那哪里一定是兜直线，你打他这一个球，往中间这里打，啊，
关键是发球发好，其实就是发球把发球打好了就赢了啊。
先前老一样碰的嘛，你在前面接你跟这样
推得我很难受，你知道吗？快，
对不对？你不能在身体，你要在前面去切他，
20 seconds.
他就放前，
到你那
现在老
搏啊！
是在这里等，他就往前压了。
Well, I don't think we got to hear any of
No.
Henrik Jonasson, did we?
No. Judging from the gestures of Zhang Jun, it seems like a fairly easy match.
Play.
We felt that just block it a little bit in the sides. How hard can it be? Wang Yilu.
12, 10. Service over. 11, 12. Service over. 13, 11.
Oh, he's pushed it long.
Service over. 12, 13.
Yeah, it's a good return of serve.
It is.
Service over. 14, 12.
Gosh, that was a good return of serve as well. Thank goodness he was quick onto that. Look at that. Lunges forward, racket arm outstretched. And then the full shot was so good as well. I suppose the only thing to stop that sort of pouncing on the low serve, Steen, is to vary the serve a bit.
Yeah.
Serve out wide, maybe
Vary
a
the
flick.
serve, flick. That's the things that you can do.
Service over. 15, 13.
Goodness. Yeah. Well, I think the rally lasted an extra 4 or 5 shots. Then
13.
I expect great defence there initially by the Chinese pair.
A 3-point cushion for the Danes.
Four-point cushion. There was the flick serve that we were
13.
just mentioning might be a good idea. Stop him pouncing on the low serve. Pedersen just disturbed by the movement of a cameraman. Photographer, I should say. See, she never looks down at the shuttle.
No.
Well.
18, 13.
4 straight points and a 5-point cushion. Stamp of frustration from both the Chinese players. Oh yes, well taken.
So he's beginning to play better. Matthias Christiansen.
19.
We've seen it that he was not sort of feeling confident. There was a couple of shots where he normally kills it that Wang Yilu was able to save, but I think he's become more and more confident in the last half part of the second game.
Yeah, well, he's really playing well now. And it is 7 game point opportunities to send this to a third and deciding game. Yeah, that last point was gifted by
Second
Wang
game
Yilu.
won by Matthias Christiansen.
21-13. One game all.
1 game all.
41 minutes into the match. And 1 game apiece.
Over- og mellembanen. Det er det hele handler om. Vi må gerne ligge et tryk, for at du skal dompe af herovre på den her side. Stadigvæk lige på, måske i starten, lige komme ind og lade den op og se om. Det er kun for at se, om hun kommer frem.
Ja.
Men ellers så skal vi lige nu have et par af de her tryk ned i hovedet, for at få hende til væk. Ja.
Vi ved, at fra første sæt, de trykker så lidt mere nu, fordi det er lidt rart over for den her, så vi står klar. Han vil gerne.
Når du saver til, så hvis han trykker, så trykker han generelt mod din krop. Ja, det gør han. Ja, hvis han saver til.
Ja.
Og så spiller han ind over dig, og du får fat i, så er der plads tilbage. Ja, tilbage, hvor han kommer fra, hvis du overhovedet kan.
Fordi
men ellers bare væk fra
når
ham.
han spiller en også, og selvfølgelig mange gange meget, han søger så meget her.
Han gør den her og den her.
Ja. Der er altså faktisk mere kort foran ham, hvis jeg endelig griber den.
Og ved luften herovre med luften. Ja, lige nøjagtigt.
Ikke hurtigt.
Men se,
men fremad. Forbanen. Op og lægge et enkelt tryk. Nu vil vi gerne, det er kun for at få plads. Det er ikke for, at vi skal tryk. Nej. Ja.
Well, there was lots of discussion there between Kenneth Jonassen and his players. And that's always a good sign that it was a two-way discussion.
Yeah.
What was the main?
It was something about when if Wang Yilu puts pressure, he will pressure the body of Matthias Christiansen. Everybody was agreed on that. The Danes was going to put some pressure on here in the beginning, not because they want to put pressure on from this side of the court, but to open the court up. To get the Chinese pair or the Chinese players away from the front court. yeah, that was basically the most important things.
Yeah, well, he can afford to close down that mid-court area, can't he, Wang Yilu?
Because there's no threat to the backcourt, and I felt that it was nice for the Danes if they'd pushed a little bit here, now that they've planned on doing it.
Service fault called. Well, it'd be nice if we saw Wang Dongping talking to the umpire, or more accurately, arguing with the umpire.
I think it's frustrating that it's really hard to judge it from where we're sitting, because it looks like the service is actually quite good, and she's got also, I mean, she's quite a bit shorter than Wang Yilu.
Service error. His second. It's been 5 from the Danes. What was the disturbance there?
It was some of the audience that's reasonably quiet here, but then they try to disturb Christina Pedersen in her service motion.
They're succeeding because that's her 5th. And her partner's made a service error as well, so that's 6 in total.
So it's the changed sound scenario. It's not so much that there's a sound, because I mean, these players are used to playing in the Indonesia Open, and it's going from totally quiet till some sudden sound. Excellent alertness by Mathias Christiansen.
Not only alert with this one, his placement of that final shot was superb. Net shot from Christina Pedersen. Well, I don't think you'll see any better than that. Steps in,
6-5.
deflects the top of the tape, tumbling, spinning.
Every point the Dane scores on this side here is so valuable, because I'm not sure Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping can play that disciplined on the opposite side of the court. So right now, momentum with the Danes.
Good flick serve again, but couldn't capitalise.
Service over. Wang.
Wang Dongping is constantly talking to either the service judge or the umpire, and I mean, she might be right. It's just she can't do anything, and I think the umpire should tell her to stop talking.
Yeah, because that can be perceived as trying to influence the court officials.
Yes.
Seven all.
Two quick errors from Pedersen.
8-7.
Yeah, and of course, as an opponent, you try to pick up on who is actually creating the errors, who is struggling. So this is right now, it's Christina Pedersen who's struggling.
Yeah.
9-7.
So they basically did not score a point since I suggested that they might have the momentum.
Yeah.
The Danes, I still think 7 points is reasonably good on that far side of the court.
Out.
Service error.
Service over.
That's her first of the
8-9.
match, and a third for the Chinese pair.
Service over. 10-8.
Yeah, well taken from Christiansen.
Service over.
That fourth
9,
shot,
10.
that one.
Yeah. Good follow-up as well.
From Christina.
Yeah.
Well, all three games at the mid-game interval
10.
have and will be a scoreline of 11-10.
Pushes.
11.
In all three games, the 1 point advantage at the mid-game interval has been in favour of the Danish combination.
Godt arbejde her. Forbanen, mellembanen. Ikke? Vi skal huske, at vi skal stadigvæk tørre at sætte en af dem her med fart i ned mod hjørnerne. Kun for igen at få plads. Ikke?
Også fordi når vi giver fart, så er det svært for dem. Så de vil gerne blokke. Det er svært for dem at styre fart retur.
På et enkelt tidspunkt skal vi igen have en overspilning, ligesom vi havde i starten af anden sæt.
Ja.
Ikke? Men ikke for langt nedefra.
Nej.
Ja. Og catchen, den skal bare sidde heroppe hele tiden.
Vi skal have nogle lange server.
Ja, men husk at trække frem.
So that's again a little difficult with the music playing in the stadium, but I hope you caught some of that, Steve.
Yeah, it was emphasis on the front court, middle court again. Want to push because they feel that the Chinese pair is struggling. They can't push back because of the drift. Got to be ready on the front court and
12-10.
want to flick Wang Dongping a couple of times. Once in a while also make these overplays over Wang Yilu, but not from a too low position, because then he's alert to that it can only be lifted.
Oh, challenge that. I was immediately going to say that's gone long.
Krishna and Pedersen challenge call in.
But it looks out. We're not in the best position to see. This is where the instant review system comes into its own.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
But it's a good thing. It's peace of mind, and that's what I don't like at the moment with the service device.
Yes, because the only person that can
check it is the service judge. And do I trust the service judge the same as I trust the linesman? So I trust they do their best, but I think they make mistakes once in a while.
Like all of us.
And I think they can be influenced by the situation as well. Like the linesman can if someone is signaling. That was a very, very shaky serve, but apparently got Christina Pedersen totally off the return. If I were the Chinese pair now, I would direct as many shots as I could to Christina Pedersen, because she's made more errors in this third game than Mathias Christiansen has, and I would simply just try to take advantage of that, playing the non-preferred side of the court. She's got to find something that can give us hope.
Flick. Yeah.
So 14-13.
But it was an investment, I think. The trouble is when it gets so close here, you don't want to invest too much.
No.
Mathias.
5 of the last 6 points.
That's a wide return. There's so much room in the Chinese short backhand corner there.
16-13.
They're about to play themselves out of this. Pedersen and Christiansen.
That was an important point as far as the Danes were concerned.
Yeah, it was.
12-10 up they had been to 16-13 down.
Started with the, oh, it didn't start, but the invested flick serve to Wang Dongping
14,
didn't help.
16.
clever from Wang Yilu.
Much better in the second game, where they sort of
17-14.
just try to play hard and fast and everything. Oi, between the legs.
Well, that is absolutely extraordinary.
18,
Going to leave it. It's clearly going in. Eight of the last 10 points now. Oh, that was going out.
I think so.
Yeah, he looks down at the line, Wang Yilu. And I can tell you, as he went to towel down, pointed to the line and turned to talk to his coaches, obviously questioning whether he should have left it.
18.
Good serve.
Fantastic ball coverage by Wang Yilu. Look how close he is to that corner, and then almost a one-step jump.
15.
2 points away from a place in the semi-final, the number 2 seeds. Away. Another error from Christina Pedersen.
Match point. 15.
He was not satisfied with himself there, Wang.
No, a real stamp of frustration.
20.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to play it that close. There's no one there.
Yeah.
Just get it over and you will have a good opportunity on the next one.
Still match points, of course, for Chinese there. Oh, that's
Oi,
great
that's
defense.
fantastic.
Yeah, wonderful defense.
All the others he's covered towards his backhand, so great done by the Mathias Christiansen to get it the other way.
Yeah, fabulous shot. Two of the 5 match points have been well
17,
saved.
20.
Of the 5 match points have been well saved. My goodness me, you could feel the tension as that rally was in progress.
18, 20.
It's been a very exciting match because you feel that it was going to be this close here.
Yeah, extraordinary. That was the longest rally of the match so far at 24 shots. It's not long at all for rallies.
fantastic shot by Mathias Christiansen. Where were all these shots since the mid-game interval? So all the shots that were mistakes have now turned into winners for the Danes.
Just one more match point remains for the number 2 seeds from China. It's 20 all, would you believe it? What a comeback by Mathias Christiansen and Christina Pedersen.
Think back where he stamped the floor when he missed that on 2015.
Yeah. So extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Well covered by Huang. She's been cut out of the game in recent points. So it's the 6th match point in total for Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping.
Talking with Zhang Jun, the head coach. Takes some time to get back in concentration.
Watch for the flick serve. Oh no! Service error from Wang Dongping, her 2nd and 4th in total. Oh, the Chinese pair, my goodness, the nerves are jangling. Who can hold their nerve right now? Great serve. And would you believe it? Having saved 6 match points, now the number 6 seeds from Denmark have a match point themselves. Good serve again. Yeah. Well saved. Oh, this has developed into an absolute thriller.
I think Wang and Huang, they lost a semi-final thriller at the Asian Games against Tang Chunman and Ziying Sweat. I didn't see the match. I just saw that it was really, really close. They're defending because they almost had won it.
Service fault was called. That's a 3rd service fault for him, a 5th in total. Chinese pair complain, but I have to say, I sense that flat serve was coming. So, 2nd match point to the Danes. And that's gone wide. No, she's still complaining. Huang Dongping. 23 all. A 7th match point opportunity now for the World Championship silver medalists. Good return. Oh, this is just phenomenal.
哦，推了下。
This is wonderful. 24 all. Very good return of serve. Well, 8 is a lucky number in China. And it's an 8th match point opportunity for Wang and Huang.
Pedersen, of course, knew that he wasn't flicking.
Yeah.
Again.
No, he didn't dare. 43 times on his serve.
Service all. 25 all.
Oh, wasn't the best of serves.
Oh, fantastic shot.
Goodness me.
Wow.
Superb racket head control to play the perfect slow drop. Match point number 9. Oh, it was double hits. Well, of course, if it got to 29 all, it would be sudden death. First one to 30.
26
It's a long time since I've called a match where it's gone, they've really gone the full distance. 26 all. Oh, the perfect drop once again. Cool, calm and collected Wang Yilu.
你承的难度。
Match point opportunity, number 10.
27 26
Now, if I were Wang Yilu, I would flick one more time. I don't think the service judge thinks to call it again.
I do. No, you're right, Steve.
Defense.
What a rally.
Stay there, no one's gonna lift.
Unbelievable. 10th opportunity to close out the match. And Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping win an absolute thriller against Matthias Christiansen and Christina Pedersen. Well, what a match. What a thrilling climax to quarterfinals day here at the Victor China Open. My goodness me. An hour and 13 minutes.
24 22 13 21 28 26
This final rally, the longest rally of the match. Well, it had twists and turns. It had wonderful back badminton, and most of all, it had thrilling tension. 28-26 in the deciding game. An hour and 13 minutes of simply thrilling, pulsating badminton. Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping through to the semi-final. Well, of course, that concludes quarterfinals day today. We've had 10 matches for you, a chance for us to recap on all 10 matches. And it started with the Asian Games silver medalist Tang and Si coming through against the Indonesian pair of Karanda Suwadi and Susanto. Just 30 minutes for that. Akane Yamaguchi was too good for Herbin Jiao, the left-hander. 2 straight games there. So too was Shi Yu-chi, the World Championship silver medalist, against Hong Kong's Ng Ka Long. Carolina Marin, despite being a game and 19-13 up, it was awfully close in that second game, as you can see. Saved 2 game points as well in winning that 24-22. Then the men's doubles, and Chen Hongling and Wang Chielin coming from a game down and 17-19 down in that deciding game before winning it in 3 games. Then it was men's singles, and to me this was the match of the day, with Anthony Sinisuka Ginting coming from a game and 2-8 down in the second against the Olympic champion Chen Long. An hour and 25 minutes of simply wonderful men's singles. Then in the men's doubles, the world champions were surprised by the European champions, Astrup and Rasmussen of Denmark, winning in 2 straight games. Chen Yufei came through in 3 games against the Olympic silver medalist, 52 minutes for that. Poli and Rahayu, the Asian Games bronze medalists, winning through against Tanaka and Yonimoto in a battle of the 2 bronze medalists from the recent World Championships. And as we've just seen in the mixed doubles, what an absolute thriller, with Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping beating Christiansen and Pedersen, winning on their 10th match point opportunity. Semi-finals tomorrow. There's 2 sessions tomorrow. The first session at 12 noon, that's 0400 GMT. Second session at 6 p.m. local time, 1000 GMT. So for now, from quarterfinals day, from all of us here in Changzhou, especially from Steve Pedersen and myself, Jill Clark, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.